Hi everyone, welcome for a new weekly community show. I hope you're all doing well and hope all excited about the new content we're going to present you in this episode. Indeed, the QA server is being updated regularly. If you want to participate and test the new content, you're very welcome to do it. We enjoy to read your feedback. It allows us to refine the content we are going to deliver at the end of this month. So be sure to tune in the QA server if you want, or to just watch this episode and see what it is all about. So today we're going to discuss about the new content that's going to be released at the end of this month for the patch of August. It's going to be quite exciting. Maybe I will have a few information to tell you about the alchemy system. So if you have any question related to the future alchemy system, do not hesitate to ask them. And maybe I will have a special episode with one of our devs that will explain in length what is all about the alchemy system. Do you want to have this episode? Let me know in the comments below if it's the case. Right, so for now, let's start with reading the QA notes. On the docket for this month, but not guaranteed. Hunting log, yay, finally! New quest, new Ember vein, combat refinement, and alchemy preparation that you will probably not see in game, however, but that's what we're working on, okay? So the alchemy preparation will be for later. The following points are in QA. Alright. Live characters are copied to QA on August 3rd, 2023. Imbued arrow crafted with raven feather and no feathered crafted arrow bolts with their own unique stat. Nice, that's really great. So you want to keep those raven feather preciously. It will be useful. Added pursue abilities, range attack while out of melee range distance for Slackjack, McCreepers, and Pterodile. Oh, really? But they were annoying enough like that. Increase or spawn density in Southern Highland Hills. Increase maximum armor weight for Defensor by +5. Aren't you happy about that, Defensor? I think you are. Reduce respawn rate of mobs with the Highland Hills Aboholm Nursery. Oh yes, they were respawning a little fast, that's true. Fixed armor weight of Smuggler Cap to be 0. Resist reduce on Kingsguard shields. So a Kingsguard shield is a little bit nerfed. Gathering yield when skinning 2 Chevron and 3 Chevron animals has been increased. This is also true for 2 Chevron and 3 Chevron mandrakes, mangroves, and stone coats. So they are not skinnable, but you can gather with them with your sickle, with your forestry skills, or mining when it comes to the stone coats. Fixed an issue where most heals were not interruptible. Only a few abilities were interruptible, but the rate at which it occurred was too frequent. Reduce the initial interruption chance and reduce it to 0 once execution is half complete. So, more in detail. Healing interruption has been re-enabled for the following skills: First Aid, rank greater than 1, triage, patch, over provision, rejuvenating him. Reduce healing interruption chance on the following abilities: Death's Door, replenish, treatment, and first aid, rank 1. New stuff, the hunting log. Let's speak about the hunting log. So the hunting log is something we have been working on for quite some times, but as it was in less high priority than some other content we were working on, it has been pushed back several months. So now we are very happy to present you the hunting log completed. But if you want, you can test it on the QA server and give you feedback. Hunting log. This patch finally brings you the long-awaited hunting log. The implementation you last experienced on QA had you unlocking titles. We expanded this tech to now also offer you stat bonuses against the specific creature. What does that mean? It means that you will be able to unlock some title when you reach a certain level or a certain number of creature killed, but now you will also gain some statistic for when you're fighting those specific creatures. So let's imagine you're killing a lot of bears. Over time you're going to have some days resist or something like that. The hunting log can be accessed via a new tab in the log window. The list will show you which creatures you currently have a log for, how many kills into your current tiers you are, and the total amount of kill. If you had any perk available to select, that will be highlighted in blue to draw your attention to it. When selecting an individual entry, the right window will show the creature name, total kill, and stat tally in the upper portion. In the lower portion, you can see your progress through your current tier, and below that, which tier perks you haven't chosen and are available. When a perk is available to choose, a button will show, allowing you to select one of the available options, which can be previewed via a tooltip. So for example, here you have Raven, kills 4,000 blah 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 blah. So you have already physical damage +2 and mental resist +3 against this creature type. You can see the tier progress, you're soon reaching 3,000. So you can see the perks for the tier. Here it's bigger, you can see it better. So for killing 10 Raven, you have Raven Stalker. 100 Raven, you will have +1 physical damage. For 250, the title Raven Annihilator. For 500, the stat +1 physical damage. +1000, Raven Terminator. If you have killed 1500, stat +3 mental debuff resist. 2000, title Raven Killer. And then here you have 2500, you can select the stats, and at 3000 you will have a title and a stat. So you can see here in your hunting log, you have only killed 1 basilisk, 1 bat, 100 bears, etc, etc. And here you have a perk available to choose as a rat killer, okay? Choices come in 2 flavors, stat and title. Title typically have you selecting between 1 or 2 available and are different for each tier. Specific creator, on the other hand, always offer the same stat choice, which allow you to focus on one stat or get a little of each. Finally, in order to respect your hunting log, you can right-click on any entry and select Reset Perk, at which point you will be greeted with a friendly confirmation window. Are you sure you want to reset this Raven hunting log? Your perk tier will be reset to 100 and all higher tiers will also be reset. You will need to earn those perks again. This will not reset your total kill count for this creator. Yes, no. So you need to pay attention to that if you really want to reset or not. So Drindin is saying offers character customization too. You get to choose different stats as you achieve certain tier. Yes, exactly. And what's really nice is that it's for this creator specifically, which means that if you are a player that doesn't want to complete the entirety of the hunting log, you don't have to. But for example, you're a warden and you are killing a lot of spider to have venom, you know, your region for your class. So maybe you will want, and you will because you are killing the spiders anyway, but maybe you will be interested to beneficiate from those perks for when you are farming your region. So I think it can be useful for both players that are not really completionists and are not interested into into completing the hunting log. But it's also nice for the people that are killing more often than other certain type of creature, and you don't have to specifically farm it. It will just happen as you play regularly. Eventually you will reach certain perks because you will have killed that many creatures and you will be able to unlock the perks, and those perks will be useful for you. Now, unfortunately, it is not we cannot give you your perk for what you have killed previously. So everything you have been doing so far, every creature you have been killing so far, does not count for the hunting log because the stats, the tech for gathering the data was not in place. So it's a little bit annoying, but from now you will be able to gather those skills, to see it in your log, and to see your progression. You do not have to kill a specific level of creature. So if you are a max level character and you are killing max level rats, it will count as much as going back into New Haven Valley and slaughtering rats that are level 1. So Yana is saying reset will only reset the selected stat then, so that you can choose different stat instead. Drindin is responding, if you want to choose the 1500 tier to pick a new stat, it will bring you back down to 1500 kill progress. The 2000, 2500 and 3000 all need to be earned again, which makes sense. So you cannot just reset the perk. You will kind of lose the progression. Yes, and you will have to re-earn those perks. Which is why you need to choose wisely. Resetting to a specific perk will actually reset your tier progress to the previous tier. As for example, if you reset to the 250 tier, your tier progress will be reset to 100 and you must re-earn your way back to the tier in question. We feel that this method of respacing aligns with other mechanics in our game and forces you to think twice before hitting the yes button. Think of your total counts as something tracked for fun, while you can think of your tier progress as your experience with a specific creature. However, we have built the hunting log with a great deal of flexibility in mind. If we decide to change the tier or reward structure, then we can easily increment the version of a specific creature or the entire hunt log, which in turn will automatically refund your selection without resetting your tier progress. In other words, if any change are made to the choice offered, rest assured you will get a free respec. Ah, that's nice. Aren't you reassured? Armor weight adjustment. Something completely different, but something that you guys will enjoy because this is one of the feedback we have for a lot of people. Some people hate the weight in our game. Some people really love it because it's an interesting system. It is absolutely different. You do not have a weight system like that in any other game. Either you are encumbered or you cannot, and whatever, and it's with what you wear in your inventory. But we think that weight is interesting because it forces you to choose what pieces of armor you're wearing. It is not, I'm putting everything I can. You have to make a choice. Do I really want this chest piece? But then I need to remove my boots, my helmet, and my shoulder pads. Do I really want to wear this chest piece? Or do I prefer to keep my helmet, my shoulder pads, and my boots? You see, you have to make a decision. That's what we want to offer to our player. It's also aligned very well with Dungeons and Dragons type of game. So, but there is some adjustments that are made to kind of smoothen the angle a bit. So armor weight adjustment. Armor weight has been globally shifted down while maintaining existing armor weight ratio. For most players, this should yield individual pieces of armor offering less protection, but you can now wear more pieces. With those changes, we have assured that the level 50 will be able to wear specific armor sets. Warden, Brigand, Duelist, Warlord, full leather. Berserker and Sentinel, full scale. Juggernaut and Marshal, full half plate. And Knight, full plate and chitin. Isn't that nice? I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I think this is quite exciting. That means that at level 50, you're guaranteed that your class will be able to wear a full armor set. You know it. But before that, you will have to progress your character. Okay? This will be the level 50 reward. But you will still be able to wear more pieces of armor, therefore you will have more choices while still keeping the same sort of protection. So it is not a boost to the protection of the armor system, but more a boost to what you can wear as armor pieces. So you will be able to wear a little bit more of different pieces of armor as you progress, while still not being capable of wearing a full set immediately. Probably a defender can wear a full set of leather right away, but maybe you don't want that. Gathering material updates. Fill all gaps in gathering material progression. Previously, material will skip 20 levels before being available again. A material introduced at level 10 will not be seen again until level 30. Now, all material are available at level 10, level cadence. Tin is level 10 material and now can be found for all tiers of player greater than 10. The goal is to allow players to have more freedom in material use and reward players who put in the effort of learning and identifying desired material combination. Oh, that's really great. That's really great for crafter. That means that you will have more choice. It also means you will need more space in your inventory. That's the bad side of it. But you will have more choice into what armor you're crafting for yourself. As a result of this change, skinning now rewards a random carcass type of the appropriate level. An additional effect on this change will be a greater stress on inventory, gathering back, and stash space. This is something we're keenly aware of, like I was saying. So it's a cool change, but not for your bag. But we know that. Alright. So maybe that will be improved in future, but I think it's a great change. I don't know what you think about it, but I think that's really great. That means you will have a flax at every level, tin at every level, and you will be able to really use the properties that those specific gathering ingredient are providing to your crafts. And I think Cyanide will be very excited. He was about to do some spreadsheet work. Now you have a good reason to do it. Ability execution adjustment with the aim of improving the feel of combat without drastically changing the formula. We have enhanced our execution pipeline to better support instant execution. Now that this improved tech is in place, we have adjusted a number of ability execution time. We're still heavily iterating on those changes, so feel free to chime in with your thoughts. So, basically, we need your feedback. Ability change to instant execution. Strike, fading strike, provoke, roar, perforate, precision strike, duel, pressure, pursuit, kick strike, draw fire, assault, chaotic strike, hidden strike, mark, stagger, venom strike, sedation dart, viperate toxin, combined strike, disengage, weaken, diversion, frightful visage, and bash. Ooh, all of those abilities are now instant. Abilities change from 2 seconds to 1 second execution. Bleeding strike, threatening strike, advantage strike, assaying strike, collateral damage, rip, smash, enraging strike, sweep and around, balanced strike, arc, pummel, assist, acid strike, weak points, emo strike, amputate, distract, open wounds, stifle, flinching strike, execute, overpower, salvo, venom shock, breach, first strike, crushing blow. Another reminder that we are still in the process of iterating on those. NPC health and armor will receive a boost in the near future to compensate for the increased DPS as a result of those changes. Also note that we are working on animation improvement for all of those abilities as well. Alright, that's a lot of change. Yapensigran is saying, as a Juggernaut, I've been asking for this for forever. I just tried Unstoppable and No Time to Die on QA and it feels so nice. Dying because the cast time of NTD didn't go off in time really sucked, so this should help that. Alright, I'm continuing with the change that has been added August the 8th. Well, that's today. Fix an issue where NPCs roll back into you after being stunned. Removed a number of ladder. RIP. So those ladder has been reported by a player. That player wanted those ladder to be climbable. I'm so sorry. Fixed some stuck spot in Dryfoot Stronghold. Fix an issue where the loss check was failing for unconscious players in some location. This should be far more reliable. Added tech to allow animation transition to be bypassed for instant execution. This should clean up some anim issue when going from idle directly into combat with an instant execution. We're still working on adjusting animation to fit those instant execution better. Execution time. Updated execution time for self-buff to be instant. This includes No Time to Die, Unstoppable, Brace, Revenge, Counter, Bulwark, Parry, Ready, Draw Fire, Fury, Follow Through, Guts, Wind Up, Eye of the Storm, Abbot from the Shadow, Ruse, Eagle Eye, Rockhide, Bolster, Armor, Weaken, and Rolling Call. Execution time on attack have been adjusted to be a flat 1 second reduction from the current live value. No abilities have jumped from 2 seconds to zeros as the previous QA patch, Perforates, Batch, Precision Strike, Pressure, Chaotic Strike, Hidden Strike, Combined Strike have all returned to 1 second execution time. Okay, so some testing has been done and some abilities are back to 1 second, okay? Difficult adjustment made to NPC to compensate for execution time change and general balance. Health, armor, and damage value of mob have been increased. This is still being iterated on for balance and will likely result in some experience adjustment in the near future. Rat debuff, Festering Strike no longer debuff health regen. Drop bat ears are now stackable. Oh, nice. A new degrade recipe have been added for gathering profession. Those can be found at the respective gather profession recipe merchant. These allow you to take a higher tier material and convert into a lower tier material. Hopefully this alleviates some stash issue as to not encourage holding on to lower level material. If no lower material exists for a given material, it instead returns material specific junk or scrap, torn fiber, etc. That's really good. That's really nice. Meaning that I do not have to farm into New Haven Valley if I want to give low level material to Cyanites. So Yapensigran is saying, I suspect this will make combat feel more crisp and clean in some respect. Feedback on QA from other classes seem to be positive so far. Yes, this is a big change. And it is something that has been criticized by some new players specifically. I'm not speaking new player, like a fresh player that are playing for the first time in Embers Adrift. One of the big thing they're speaking about is the combat, right? So we wanted to do something about that. And it is also in preparation for the alchemy system. So it's a big change. So your feedback will be very important because it can mess up completely what we have built so far. So it really needs to feel great while still keeping this tactical, slow-paced combat style. We are not changing our combat to be more like New World or Black Desert, right? That's not the goal. So it needs to kind of still feel the same while at the same time feel better, if that makes sense. So your feedback is extremely precious. If you had anything, like any grief against the combat, if you have any interest in the success of Embers Adrift and its development, please go check the QA server and give your feedback after trying it. In any case, so that's the change that are being brought to you for this patch. So as new content, we will have the hunting log and new Ember Vein. Otherwise, it's a lot of rework on what's already existing to polish into to make it better. All right. So now I want to speak about a thread I've been creating, and that you may have seen or maybe you have not seen it. All right. So feedback game. List your 3 favorite things and 3 most disliked things about the game. So you can find this thread on the forum. I've been creating it a month ago, especially because I found that there was a lot of very negative feedback, and people that really enjoy the game tend to not give a lot of feedback because they are happy and they play the game. So I wanted to have something that will allow players to mention and to force them, regardless of what their feeling about the game is, 3 things they like, 3 things they don't like, to give a very well balanced feedback, and also to see if there's some trend between what some player likes and what some player dislike. I wanted us to also have the ability to see, oh, the players that are really enjoying exploration in Embers Adrift, they dislike the new buff on the road, for example. And stupid example, because it's not true. But you see, if there's some correlation between what a player like and what a player dislike. So here you can see the threads. I'm reading it to you. Greetings everyone, I would like us to play a little game, which will be a way to understand better what you like and what you dislike about Embers Adrift. This is not to have a conversation, but just to gather what you enjoy about the game and what you do not enjoy about the game. I think this can be both fun and interesting. So the rules of the game: write in short, concise answers. That's very important. Short and concise. Write down your reason to start playing Embers Adrift. Example, my friend is playing, or no other game to play at the moment, or feel like a request. Write down your 3 favorite things about Embers Adrift. Example, 1 group base, 2 vast world to explore, 3 blue peter. Write down your 3 most disliked things about Embers Adrift. Example, 1 too slow to level up, 2 not enough bared choices, 3 no magic. Do not respond to other player, just write down your short answer. Have fun doing so. This little game interests me greatly to understand you better. If you love the game and enjoy it, I want to know your favorite things and your most disliked things. If you do not like the game, I want to know what you like, what you dislike, and why you joined in the first place. Thank you for participating. Please share with your friends so we have a maximum of feedback. I know players that enjoy the game tend to not post on the forum, but here it will be nice to have their opinion too. Right? And so here it's the type of answer I kind of was expecting. So this is Marcus, for example. I was interested after watching a lazy pay on YouTube. The 3 favorite things: the challenge, the grouping, what you wear is what you have earned, and what I dislike, the limited horizontal progression, the lack of housing, and the limit of how to trade. So that's a really perfect way of answering because it's kind of short, concise, and it expresses well what it wants to share. And there's plenty of people that have been sharing. Some people are cheating and they're not short. But it's okay, I forgive you because you have been answering. So do not hesitate to read the text because I think it's kind of nice. But also to share it with your friends. So we have a maximum of answer. I'm going to read some by chance. So I've read Marcus. I'm taking another one. It's Bam Renatus. Friend pulled me at launch and I've been playing ever since. 3 favorite things: hunting for secret and rare named items, slow-paced MMO that just doesn't exist outside of 20 years old games, humble private server vibe, open communication with staff. 3 most disliked things: big world, huge zone, no fast travel. Class identity, no talent system, attribute point allocation, customization, optimal itemization is the same for everyone. Limited character design option, everyone look the same. More short hair, bold option for female character than long. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what I mean. Alright, another one. Mix. I have tried pretty much every MMORPG out there, hated the direction World of Warcraft pushed the genre, and I have long been looking for a game that builds off ID and mechanic found in classic MMOs such as EverQuest. Embers Adrift does this very well. 3 favorite things: no microtransaction or cash up, no PvP, heavily focused on social interaction and community. 3 most disliked things: nighttime, it sucks. Weak selection of cool, interesting abilities and gear limits ability to stand out. Crafting and harvesting, everyone is after the same resources and high-level recipe aren't compelling. Let's take some more. Sildil. I learned about the game from Nathan Napalm and I love classic style MMO. 3 favorite things: the combat feel and pacing is excellent. I love its game you play with other player and not just another single player game that happen to have other player on the screen. 3. I love the lack of a map, no auction house, and that it gets dark at night. 3 least favorite things: lack of complexity and variety of the classes, lack of utility skills. 2. Linear progression through the zone and lack of NPC faction make it feel like a video game, not a living world. Light source should be an offhand item so that one person could take the job of torchbearer and still participate in the game by using a torch and one-hand weapon. Putting the torch in your pocket and fighting in the dark each time or leaving a trail of tiki torch is silly and immersion breaking. Let's take another one. Rocket Sokem. I started playing Embers Adrift because I'm always trying out new MMORPG and watched a review Lazy PO did and it sparked my interest. 3 favorite things: the forced grouping that builds relationship and reputation for your character, just build a community and weed out toxic players. Tap targeting, always enjoy a slower pace of the old style MMO combat. The holy neat trinity for classes. 3 most disliked things: no macro system, I always enjoy making macro when grouped and link them up with skills and spells to make me more unique and fun. No weather system, rain, snow, lightning storm, sandstorm. The filter for loot while grouped is terrible. There should be an option to auto-need on classes or specific loot. Also, loot needs to be more defined, so loot that really doesn't suit a specific class or role cannot roll on it. That's the things, we do not have specific class loot. But let's see. Let's take page 3. I'm taking by chance some people. No, that's too long. Okay, that will be A3, I'm sorry. I was looking for a MMORPG that take grouping and adventure seriously. 3 favorite things about Embers Adrift: the low magic settings, the emphasis on grouping even for regular content, the sense of danger when exploring a dungeon. 3 most disliked things: lack of character, class and build making option that really hook me, hard segregation of character of different level, and overwhelming time requirements to increase level and crafting. Alright, so I think this thread is very interesting. I hope you like it too. If you want to read every answer, they are quite interesting. Check out the threads over here. You will find, if you're watching this video on YouTube, it's on the information below as per usual. There it is! Alright, I am right now with a group of various players, and I am playing a tank today. So this character is my GM character, so she's not really the character I am usually playing. So she has... oh good, I'm not a bad Juggernaut. I was about to cast a AoE spell, but no, it's good, it's good. Alright, I'm going to grab the aggro too. So we have 1 brigand. Earlier we had 2 brigand, now we have 1 brigand. Okay, this crocodile is also there, alright. Okay, fine. There we go. But everything is fine. All is well. The crocodile got stunned by the brigand. So I'm not a really good Juggernaut. I'm discovering the Juggernaut actually because I'm never really playing it. But there it is. This group needed a tank and DPS. So me and my friend Smarbone was just joined the group to help them out. So we're in Aquifer. Aquifer is a dungeon aimed for level 17, I will say. 2, if you are gelled, you can enter easily at 14, 15. And there's some really nice names, very nice loot, very good drop. So it's quite interesting. I hope that for Ariel, oh no, he has already the 1, so he doesn't really care actually. Okay, so everyone is going to rest a little bit. Smarbone can take all of the carcass because it doesn't seem like anyone is paying attention to the carcass. No one else is hunting. Doesn't seem like it. So one thing I really try to teach to people nowadays, especially that the world is a little bit calmer due to the holidays, to use the LFG on Discord, because this allows people that are not in game to discover, oh, there's a group going for Aquifer. Actually, I need something from Aquifer. Okay, maybe I will log in game. All right, let's go. And more people will do that, and more people will be used to do that. They will take the time to check out on Discord and to have a look, maybe even to follow the channel, so they're sure they're notified when there's a group looking for group. And earlier I had someone making a comment, oh, but there's not a lot of message, so that means there's not a lot of activity in game. No, it's not related. People are not using the LFG Discord so much. That's what's happening. Hey Ash, hello. Hi, how are you doing? Nice to see you. How things are going for you? Did you have a nice time? A nice weekend? No, don't rush, Marbone, don't rush. Okay. Okay, Rush then. Yeah. Enjoy. Enjoy. Alright. It's all good. I was seeing Smartbone like going around like nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, I know. But that's fine. It's fine. We're good, especially as you higher level Smartbone, so you don't have too much risk. But you will have got a lower level character. Uh-oh. Bad move. Alright. Not the best weekend. Much better now. Oh. Yeah, Boffin told me that you were fond of curry. And that I needed to have a discussion with you about curry. So, the next time we are going to see each other, Ash, before the next TwitchCon, we are going to eat a delicious curry somewhere. I'm very bad with gymnastic and workouts, but I have decided to put in place. It's only today I'm doing it, so I'm not going to brag about it too much. But I have found something really good that I'm attempting to put in place as a morning routine with exercise. It's the 5 Tibetan rites, which is a series of 5 different exercises that you need to repeat 21 times. Except that when you start, you just start with 3, and then 5, and then 7, and then 9, etc., etc., until you arrive to 21. So it's not like a big shock in your face. And 3 sun salutation. So we will see how that goes. I'm pulling up. Or not. Or not. I'm down to come to Antwerp or Brussels or something. Yeah, absolutely. That's very close to me. Brussels is very close, and Antwerp is not. It's not too hard because I just need to take the train. It's fine. Belgium is kind of fine. I'm pretty sure that it will not be too bad to go to your place either. I made a pretty nice quinoa red curry for the D&D group on Monday. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I like curry. But we definitively need to visit during the fall or something. Oh, what am I doing? All right, run. Oh no, it's okay. Not everyone followed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Can I use the unstoppable skill to get out of this? Ratio need to be perfected. Well, yeah. It's the kind of food where you can really be delicate, right? But it's good. So what is your favorite curry? For me, I really like... For Thai curry, my favorite is Massaman, which is a brown curry. Super good. And then in India, I really like curry that are mixed up with pineapple or mango, and and you have a very sweet sauce. Like that's so much. That's my favorite. Like at the moment, I really want to eat one meal in. At the Indian restaurant, which is so good because it's a curry with a lot of pineapple in it. It's a delicious sauce. It's so tasty. Is there a chest? No, no chest. Mushroom. Shroom here. No, you cannot make me do that. Hello, Monk. Hi. Yeah, the adventure is going. Oh, nice. Named again. Named again. That's pretty cool. We did the loop twice and we got three yachts. But no, I don't like to install bots. I mean, like, come on. Come on. You have access to my emotes. You have everything you need. It's an extension, it's something that you need to install and set up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, boring. It's like World of Warcraft add-on. Every time I needed to install an add-on for my guild, I was like... I don't... There had been, once upon a time, I've been very diligent and I had all my add-on installed. That was during Wrath of the Lich King. And then World of Warcraft added more and more thing to the game, and I was so annoyed with playing with the add-on, and then you don't have your add-on anymore because they are not up to date with the next patch. And then you don't know how to play anymore because you don't have your add-ons, and then you don't have your pump tracker and your grid and your click and your the cursive and blah blah blah. So I say no, better to learn to play the game with what the game is giving to me. So at least I will always be on par, so I'm just going to learn to do it like that. It's okay, I'm messing. I know you are. I'm totally fine with you messing up with me. You loads. You take care, Monk. Yeah, you gotta pass. It's because I know you enough. Or I think I do. Okay, get you a potion. I let this crocodile escape from my grasp. Yeah, that's the auto mods. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm probably cursing more than you do, so... That being said, I have kind of stopped cursing. I'm cursing less and less and less and less. Because I don't know. It's the fact to speak so much English. Therefore, I've lost the habit of cursing. Well, yeah, I say shit fuck, but that's just it. It's not that fun. So I'm cursing less. Do you like Italian food? No, Italian food is okay. But I'm not super fond of Italian food. Like, some people are super fond of it. For me, I'm not super fond. I like it. I like it. Sometimes I want a spaghetti bolognese. But I'm not really into pasta, you know? Or pizza. However, Italian ice cream, I mean, that's really, really nice. And you have plenty of Italian food in Brussels. because we had a lot of Italian immigrants at some point. They were working in the coal mine, like in the 50, probably after the war. And so yeah. And first you had a wave of Italian immigration, and after you had the Moroccan wave of immigration. And it was in both cases to work in the coal mine and in building, in construction in the city. So the Italian are more into some other town, not so much Brussels, but well, there is plenty in Brussels too, obviously. Yeah, I'm totally a sweet tooth. But that being said, sometimes I want, like yesterday, I've cooked a super good soup. It was green soup with squash and some kind of herbs. I will have to find the translation because I don't know that word in English. Google Translate, my friend. Chervil?
Chervil.
Chervil, okay. So squash and chervil. It's super good. And a lot of onion, of course. Squash in summer? Yeah, why not? I mean, I usually get pumpkin and squash in fall. You have... squash are growing during the summer. Oh, well, you could call it zucchini instead of squash, I guess, then. Okay, let's say zucchini. I don't know why I say squash. And their season is the summer, so... So... Zucchini and chervil. Mmm. And a lot of onion. Mmm. And garlic. So I have been... I don't know, like, how many times we have started this little group things? 21 minutes, and we have been speaking about food the whole way. So. Are you sure you can? You're old. Well, no. Nah. It doesn't work that way anymore. Let's me help this grandpa cross real quick. Well, he's only 3 years more than me, so I don't consider him as old. I'm born in 79. Insult the streamer. Oh, that's good. No, you cannot insult me with that. I mean, I have the age I have, you know. So it's not going to change. If I try to hide it, it's not going to change what it is. I'm still born in 79 and can dance on my head. It will still be that year. However, what I can do is try to renew myself, and then you never get old. Because I think getting old, that's what it is. It's when you're not renewing yourself anymore and you start decaying. I'm speaking in a blah 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 blah. Okay, it's a metamorphosis. No, whatever. It's metaphor. A metaphor. No, it's not metaphorical. Is it? Is the word? Is that the word? Like, not sure. I don't know. It's just. Well, yeah. I'm not sure. Yes, it might. No, not metamorphosis. A metaphor. Metaphorical. Metaphorical. That should be it. Metaphorical. Metaphor is a word. Yes, that's what I mean. Metaphorical. In any case. Now I don't know even what I was talking about. Yeah, the fact that you renew yourself. If you renew yourself, then you're not getting old. You can do that with your mind. And that's, I think, is the most important. Your mindset. But you can do that also with your body to some extent. By keeping yourself healthy and good. Which I'm not really doing very well. Need to work on that better. But with my mind, when it comes to my mind, I think I'm not old. Because I am very much going into the direction of the new world, where we are going for a renewal of humankind and of the world, and that's something that I find extremely important. That we're changing, and we change paradigm, and we change the rules of the world, and how we have been working for centuries and thousands of years because it's not working, and it's shit, and people are suffering, and we need to go towards a world in peace where everyone can flourish and be happy together. Okay? So that's the first thing. And so I see that around me. Some people are like, it was better before. And I'm like, what? No, it was not better before. Okay, maybe sometimes for certain very specific subject. But in general, it was not better before. Before it was much worse. Now it's better. Donating for walkers for Elloa's mindset. I just want to see your gray hair out for 3-6 months. No hair dyes. Well, you can see my gray hair. My hair are growing so fast that I cannot dye it fast enough. In any way. And I don't want to have like gray dreadlocks that will look like a witch already. No. I'm not doing that. No small burn. And voila, that's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching this episode until the end. Thank you very much for that. Do not forget to check in all the information I've put in the information box below, as well as checking the show live if you want on the Tuesday during the maintenance on my Twitch TV channel. I am always happy to welcome you and to answer directly your question. You take care of yourself and your loved one, and I will see you soon on Twitch or on YouTube. Bye.